Hey everybody, what's up? It is GleeCon, and I'm here one more time bringing you an episode of Lore of Warcraft. Um, the last episode we finished off Blasted Lands in a classic completionist walkthrough. That's great. Really stoked about how smooth we were able to end that run, and by defeating Razlik and his minions, and really from kind of like a lore perspective, really settling the demonic and shadow council and evil ogre clan influence around the dark portal and Netherguard Keep, which is pretty cool. Like on our own, away from the Horde or Alliance forces, really pretty cool. We also have been we're taking an interlude before we start our next big lore project, non-canon lore project, which is going to be the script of the Warcraft movie, and then followed by the novelization of that movie. We've been watching some videos that kind of happened in those 20 years right before the Dark Portal opened. So right now we're going to watch part 2 of a 5-part series called Lords of War. Lords of War was a 5-part animated series of shorts that came out right before Warlords of Draenor. So the first one we watched was about Grommash, and it told about the birth of the Shattered Hand clan. And now we're going to watch, it was Kargath, and now we're going to watch one on Grommath. So they're pretty good. They really started the trend that began with Mists of Pandaria, where we show these cinematics and they have the same voice actors as the ones in Pandaria. So it's only in the very next expansion, Warlords of Draenor, so not that surprised. But these events all happen. Some of them are alternate universe events, but they happen right before the Dark Portal opens. But now we are starting to consider the alternate universe events kind of as canon because they happen, that universe's timeline meets up with the real timeline, so it's kind of like questionable what you want to call canon or not. I'm also going to do, last time I kind of let it play through and I just talked over it, that got us flagged for copyright infringement. It's fine, I'll let the video stand. I'm going to try to pause when I talk more, and maybe that will work with the censors more. Let's find out. This episode of Lore of Warcraft, if you like what you see, I'll say that in a sec. Stay a while and listen. Again, you better be a teenager. There's alcohol? There's alcohol in this? I don't. Maybe. Maybe there was stuff. Oh, new music entirely. Part 2 to Lords of War. Love it. So
I understand your hesitation, my king. This mission will take great resolve.
Alright, so also, this is, I believe this is what's setting us up. So this would be end of Mists of Pandaria, which makes sense because that's when Rin was the leader. We're working with the Draenei, so that allegiance is already in place. So this is flashing forward to right before Warlords of Draenor comes out, and he's looking at this kind of chess map. Rin is, and they're about to. He's telling him about the people that he knew. He's telling them about the different people that now comprise the Iron Horde.
There will be lives lost.
There are always lives lost.
Right.
But marching our forces blindly into Draenor
poses unthinkable danger. Yes, but you must have the fortitude to face whatever awaits us on the other side.
All right, so this is like the Iron Horde symbol. Also, I guess this is the Dark Portal as it exists at that point in time. And also, I don't remember what happened to old Rin there to make his, like, have that scar across the bridge of his nose.
I assure you, our enemy's will is unwavering.
Okay, so I guess now he's going to go back and
Let
flash
me
back
tell
to.
you of
He's going to flash back to the Iron Horde.
their leader. A warlord whose defiance in the face of death became legend.
I just want to put this out here that I think both Kargath, they made Kargath look really cool in the last video, and I hope to get similar treatment for Grommash, because I have to see part of what Warlord of Draenor's problem was that those two just failed to be villains I could take seriously. So I don't know. Sound off in the comments how you feel about that. Another bound slave.
Grommash, mighty warrior, brought to heel at last. You are weak. Say it.
All right, so this is again the ogres. Really, if you remember from Chronicles, like 1,500 episodes ago, when I read the Chronicles about this, the history of Draenor did have the ogres ruling over the orcs. So that's kind of what we're hinting at in these videos, that the orcs were enslaved for a large part of them to the ogre clans, and the ogres were more intelligent. And I can't tell from that guy's amulet if that's a different ogre clan that was enslaving him than the one that they kept showing the marking for on the Kargath video.
Is that all? To think you once struck fear into my people.
You like his little umbrella, his little ogre umbrella. So it's like bougie. So there's something, I don't remember why, if we've already learned this, but why are the ogres so much more advanced and intelligent? I'm pretty sure we read that, but it's been like 4 years at this point, so I'm having a hard time remembering why. What made them dumb?
Grommash had begun leading raids deeper and deeper into ogre lands. He and his clan, the Warsong, were insatiable and relentless.
So he's part of the Warsong clan, which is a famous clan. I'm pretty sure he led that clan also in the regular Warcraft timeline. Also, those ogre heads on spikes are cool, but while he eats something next to it, that's sick. I like how this little wolf has like saber-toothed tusks.
It was only a matter of time until the ogres retaliated. Among the victims of their retribution was Grommash's mate, Golka.
I don't know if I remember this name, Golka, but yeah, they retaliated and his wife is killed.
I am done. Give me the warrior's death I deserve.
No, you will not be broken. A true Warsong spits in the face of death.
Don't you see? It's too late. End it.
So many of my warriors bent like reeds. And now you are a wolf.
So how, we're about to see how he reacts to this. What side does this show? I'm guessing not a tender side.
With no teeth.
You're a wolf with no teeth.
All of you.
So all of you, I'm guessing, meaning all of you who die. But then, he's giving her the knife. Like, if you want to take that route, you feel like you're dying. Makes me think of, I was watching the season finale of the second and last episode of The Punisher. Rewatching it last night. And it's kind of basically how that ended. Minus the Punisher did kill the person in Jigsaw. Great. I love that show, by the way. It gets a lot of flack. Particularly the first 1.5
Look
seasons.
at you. The days have not been kind. Say the word, and I will kill you quickly.
So what is this tree that looks like a hand? That's interesting. He is emaciated, and that fruit looks sick. I would not want to.
I admire your spirit, but I will break it.
If you think about it too, if you had such big lower jaw and big lower tusks as you sat there and hung, you probably would just you lose the strength to hold your lower jaw up, and it would just dangle like that. I never thought about that before, but if that's why that happens, that's a pretty interesting artistic choice. Like a very minute attention to detail one.
Grommash knew the ogres could not have gotten far. He called upon his forces to hunt them down. But for many of the Warsong, the cost had already been too high.
Bury your weak. I will show you what it means to be Warsong.
So basically, after his wife dies, before he's captured, he's trying to rally the remaining people to go after them, but he's not getting the kind of response to the call that he wants. You see regimented, disciplined ogre battle lines.
Once again, Grommash struck deep into ogre land. This time, however, the ogre warlord and his armies were waiting.
Oh, he killed his wolf.
Your warriors. They begged for death. Your lands are mine. Your body is broken. You have nothing left. Say the word, and I will end your suffering.
Whatever is about to happen is probably unrealistic because he's been tied for what has to be days and days. Not more. Are they feeding him a little bit to keep him alive? Because he's fully emaciated. His arms are like a third of the size they were before. There is absolutely zero chance any of his muscles would function properly, even if he were freed. He would need time, days, to be able to move an arm, to walk again. He's got a dangling jaw.
Yes.
He was certain that Grommash had given up, was ready to die. The body, after all, had grown so weak,
But now maybe the
had
binds...
become so thin.
Yeah, so thin he could slip his bonds now.
Say it.
So maybe he has been practicing.
Say the word, and it's over. This wolf still has teeth.
So... But again, even...
From that day forward, the war song rallied to the banner of Grommash Hellscream. The warlord with the iron will.
Okay, so you have the other one that was so Iron Horde-ish, that was so iron-willed that he cut his own hand off and slew his captors after being the most awesome gladiator. This guy would never stop taking it to his oppressors and waited until the last possible moment and still had enough strength to basically bite the face off of his oppressor, slip his bonds, and then eat him to be survived. And that's the Iron Horde here. Yeah, so back 11 years ago. Take your place in the front lines. All right, so that's cool. That's the second one, and I guess he's going to be the leader. Grommash Hellscream, the leader. He also leads in Cataclysm. In Cataclysm, he's even more of a joke. That's probably what sets the table for this. They're just not. He's not a good leader of the Horde. The period of Grommash leading the Horde is the most weird period of Horde leadership. I think that's almost hard to understand. Almost as weird as what you have going on right now. All right, everybody. So I thank everybody so much for watching, listening, and tuning in. If you hated this with all the stoppages compared to the last one, let me know. We'll hit somewhere in the middle, or if it all doesn't matter anyway, I'll probably revert to the way we did it last time. We'll see what the old bot overlords decide about the appropriateness of my usage of copyrighted material on this. Either way, it's not a big deal because I want to talk about it and experience it with you all anyhow. Thank you everybody so much for watching, listening, and tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. This one's in the pipe, 5x5.